Hi there. I'm going to be pitching God's Glass to you today. So, what I want you to do is, I want you to imagine the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the word masochist or masochism. Now, I'm guessing it's probably some, kinky person, BDSM, like outfits and stuff like that. So, take that person and imagine what were they like as a child? How did they first discover that they're a masochist? And how did the people around them treat them when that discovery came out? That right there, that's the story of Joni Callahan, the main character in God's Glass. So, growing up, Joni had always seen the world as kind of cold and gray. She didn't feel emotions as strongly as other people did. But then, when she's 12 years old, she accidentally cuts her hand on a shard of glass. And when that happens, she suddenly feels the world really strongly. She feels all those emotions that she hadn't felt before. And she imagines herself at the top of this like metaphorical mountain. She imagines herself as being happy, as feeling that kind of emotion. But her family and her church, they don't understand this. In fact, they think that she's totally crazy. So they send her to a mental institution. And so from that metaphorical mountaintop, she gets knocked down. And at that mental institution, she undergoes electroshock therapy and other like really bad stuff. So she keeps getting knocked further and further down that mountain. But at this institution, she also meets a man named Michael. Well, he's a boy at the time. And she becomes convinced that he's a masochist like her because he's a boxer and she sees him boxing. She sees the way that he reacts when he gets hit, and she thinks this guy's just like me. So now she imagines herself at the top of that metaphorical mountain with Michael. She imagines that, okay, the way to get up there is with a partner and it has to be him. She becomes infatuated with him. But he doesn't feel the same stuff as she does. So essentially, she has to kind of drag him kicking and screaming up that metaphorical mountain until finally she gets him to admit to his own like repressed inner thoughts and desires that he does also have this like masochistic thing inside of him. And so then they reach that, metaphorical mountaintop. But when they get there, they have had to leave a lot of people, a lot of friends and family behind because these people didn't understand them and stuff. So, they've reached this point of happiness, but there's also a lot of pain there. It's bittersweet. So, there's joy and there's pain, and that's the life of a masochist.